Ready? You're fixing your hair. Okay. Like smile with your teeth. Like that, like a real, like you're happy. I usually mess up at the beginning.
Don't even go there. Don't even like try to save that one. Like don't even backtrack or like look into the camera all serious. I do need you to know.
Hey guys, welcome back to Rooted Homeschool. If you're new here, I'm Christina. I have a special guest today, my husband Seth. So I did on stories about a week ago a question box for you guys to ask us any questions and tell us your assumptions about us. Did I tell you that part?
No.
They get to make assumptions about us or ask questions. And so we basically answer their questions and then also like address their assumptions if they're right or wrong about us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So he hasn't seen any of the questions. Have you seen any of the questions?
No.
No, I told him he'd have to find out right now. So if you're interested to hear our answers to your questions or other people's questions and assumptions about us, stay tuned. All right, that's corny. Okay.
It wasn't corny. I thought you did good.
Thanks. Okay. So, should we give an introduction to you or just like get rolling with the questions?
Whatever you want.
Okay.
I thought your introduction was good.
Thanks. So kids are playing in the basement because we've been trying for a week to figure out a time to do this, and it's not going to happen unless the kids are around. So if you hear the noise, hopefully it's not super annoying on the video. What made you, first question.
Are these all directed to me?
No. They're not.
Okay.
Some of them are directed to me, to you, some are for us both.
Okay, that's good.
There's probably more to me.
All right, good.
Okay. So what made you choose to homeschool? That's an interesting question, actually.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe you answer this one first.
Well,
I'm interested to hear your answer.
I mean, the pandemic,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think homeschooling was on our radar at all until the pandemic, and then we started seriously considering if it was the best situation because they were going to have to do some kind of online modified schooling, and we figured why not pick something we can control instead of them being thrown with everyone in the entire public school system online and watch them try to figure it out.
So who was more on board with the homeschooling?
I feel like I was.
Yeah.
Right?
You were.
I was like, let's actually pick our own curriculum and know what we're dealing with while the public schools are trying to figure out how they're going to handle this.
Yeah.
I mean,
so I wanted to more like, I'm always the safer one. He's always the more just like jump in head first. So I wanted to try the remote learning because I'm like, what do we have to lose? We try it. If we don't like it, then we know that we can do homeschooling. And was like, no, let's just go for it.
If you think about it, everyone was like, what is this going to be like?
Yeah.
So we were like, why don't we try to figure out something and we'll know exactly what it's like. And the only way to do that is for us to do it.
Yeah, he was like saying, like instead of dealing with whatever changes happen, if they shut down, if they reopen, if you have to quarantine, all of those things, he's like, we won't have to deal with anything like that. We won't be affected by it no matter what happens.
Something will be consistent. But after we made that decision, you definitely spearheaded it because you came up with all kinds of great options, and Gather Around was like perfect. I mean, that was definitely all you.
It's just kind of funny because I always talk about Gather Around.
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny that you brought that up. Okay, I think that answers the question, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Next one.
Was that too long? Like, do we have to be faster if we're going to get through this?
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. As a teacher, what made you decide to homeschool? What is your why?
I feel like the why has changed.
Yes. So we're choosing to continue to homeschool, and so our why is because it's amazing and life-changing, and
100%.
it's a completely different life for everyone. And our kids have just...
They're thriving in it. They're doing really good.
Yeah, it's amazing. And it definitely has opened up like my eyes and my mind and my heart and my spirit to like more of who I am as a mom, I think. It's actually been like a great way to connect with the kids, like on a different level. Are you hot?
Oh.
You look like you're a little hot. Okay.
What? I'm acting like I'm hot?
Yeah, you look a little hot.
Thanks. You're like, no, you don't look good. You look sweaty and weird. I'm like, oh, thanks.
No. You originally didn't want to homeschool the kids. That's an assumption about me. And that's actually... No, that one was about me. That's actually true. It's not like I didn't want to homeschool them. That's not going to work.
You want me to tell them to chill out for me?
Maybe, yeah.
Let me tell the kiddos to pipe down a minute.
Okay. So, I mean...
Where were we?
I guess I feel like I kind of answered that already, right? I didn't really want to. I wanted to use it as like, you know, a plan B, and I'm so glad. Like, it really is a good thing that you're more of like a just jump in head first person, because I'm more of a like a play it safe kind of person. Yeah, and then once the decision's made, then I'm just like all in, and I just go for it.
Yeah, you're the creative genius with it, so.
Thanks.
You are. You're really, really good at it.
How do you spend time with each of your kids? This is a really good question.
We don't. No, I'm just kidding.
It's not true at all. So, do you want to answer that one first? Or?
The way I do, I think we do it differently. The way I do it is through playing my role, so my role is different than yours. Mm-hmm. You do a lot of the curriculum, a lot of the actual lesson time. I do a lot of I'm the lunch lady, the gym teacher, the bus driver. So I keep them rolling in activities, getting them outside, teacher. Talking to them, if there's discipline that's needed. But I try to use each one of those situations for some kind of way to connect with them. So like me and Justice and Jackson had a talk for almost a half an hour today just on trying to eat the right way so they can have the energy to skate and do their homework and get their chores done and stay on top of everything because they love how things are going. And so I use that as a way to connect with them. Then, so I guess for me, it's kind of like finding a way to use what I need to do for the day and still make it meaningful. So I needed to make them lunch, and I used it as time to talk to them about what they're eating, and then tie it into what they love to do, like skating.
I feel like you're good at that.
Thanks.
Or like teaching them how to build things.
Like then with Sethi, like the best time with Sethi is just to go outside, let him be outside with no one telling him to stop, no one saying no, and let him build next to me and even grab some tools as long as I'm with him and make sure he doesn't hurt himself. Yeah. Like swinging a hammer, he loves it. Like
he lets him do a little more than I would.
Well, when he swings a hammer, I'm holding the hammer too, and I'm making sure he's not hitting himself with it. Yeah. But you know, even just then, I'll give him a stick, and he'll pretend it's a hammer the rest of the time. Right. Or sometimes he'll start playing with dirt while I'm building the garden box. You also play basketball with them and skateboard with them. Justice just got into tennis, so I've been starting to do tennis with him. Gia likes to roller skate and scooter. Today we spent time doing that. Yeah, so he's like very active with them. Yeah, I'm kind of like gym teacher guy. Yeah, and like field trips and activities and very hands-on, very active stuff. I do a little bit of that. I feel like since I've gone back to work, like we haven't been doing as much yoga and walks and stuff like that. So that's one thing I'm excited about for summer, to do more of that. I think the most one-on-one time I've been spending lately in this season is with Gia. Because when they go to the skate park at night, I usually take that as an opportunity to hang out with Gia, and Jules is already like down for the night. And it's based on like who needs what when. Like I think all of our kids need time with us, but I feel like in this season Gia needs one-on-one time with me, and the boys have been needing more time with you, and then the baby's a little bit of both.
I connect with Gia a lot through, like, she loves learning, so she loves to do
She
like
is
learning
really sharp
activities
when
with
she
me.
gets focused, yeah.
So she loves to dance, and I was a dancer, so she'll ask me to dance with her. When we were at my dad's, was it yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
You guys were playing badminton,
Mm-hmm.
and it's too hard for Gia right now, so she like kind of checked out. But she wanted me to do like cartwheels with her and stuff like that. So sometimes it is like those stolen 10 minutes or something like that. Like, it's definitely quality over quantity in terms of like one-on-one time, I think, at this season in our lives, because there's so many of them.
I feel like you do a pretty good job. You bring it up every week, though, like how you want specific time with certain kids.
And Sethi,
I feel like every week you tell me something, and whether it's a different kid, like I need time with so-and-so.
yeah, I try to really think about it, like, okay, who hasn't really gotten a lot of my time, like really time and attention. Like this weekend, it was a lot of time with Sethi at the pond.
Like you were just saying, if we go out skating with the guys tonight, they want you to step back.
Right. Yeah. So you do have to be intentional about it. Like when the older three were with their grandparents, we took the younger two to the park that has like a pond near our house. And we were just going to walk. Like we wanted to do laps together with the kids in the double stroller, but Sethi wanted to get out and explore. And so instead of doing the walking, I just kind of spent time with him and followed him around and just kind of like, you know, took the time to be in his world. And it was like really special quality time for us. So that's just another random example.
I don't feel like we schedule it. I feel like it just kind of happens as we see who needs what, kind of organically just kind of unfolds. Like just being concerned about each kid.
Before we had the babies, I feel like it was scheduled a little bit more. Like I would take the boys on dates sometimes after school. Like when they were in public school, I would pick them up from school, like, and just take them on a date, like to Brugger's Bagels or something like that, and just like sit with them and talk and have a special treat, or out for ice cream or something like that.
We used to love that.
Yeah, we'll have to do that this summer. Lots of those things. Okay, all of the ages of your kids. I feel like some people know this, but obviously some people don't. So we have Jules, who's 15 months. I usually just say quickly in the beginning of my videos, 1, 2, 5, 9, and 13. But Jules is 15 months. Sethi is 2, will be 3 in October.
Yep, Gia's 5.
Gia's 5, she's going to be 6 in a month.
Jackson's turning 10 in just a few days.
Yeah, Jackson will be 10 in a couple of days.
And Justice is 21.
13, will be 14 in November. So we have 1 to 13. This is an assumption, you stay up late prepping all those gorgeous spreads for your homeschool.
That is true. For her.
Yeah, sometimes.
Not for me.
Not always, but sometimes, yeah. A lot.
They were talking about me.
No, they weren't. A lot of the times, yes. Like there is a lot of prep. There doesn't have to be though. So I don't want to like turn anyone off from homeschooling by saying that, because it does not have to be that way. You can keep things way more simple, and sometimes I do, but I actually really enjoy that. Like that's kind of my thing. So it's not a necessity. Like I enjoy it. I feel like the kids enjoy it. So yes, sometimes, not every night. What made you want to homeschool? We already answered that one. This one's an assumption. You never yell. And I wouldn't say I'm a yeller.
Should I yell at the kids right now? Hey kids, get upstairs!
Get upstairs and be quiet. Okay. What was the question? Oh, you never yell.
Sometimes you have to yell even in a regular conversation in our house because there's too much noise to even hear what's being said.
Yeah, so I wouldn't say I never yell. I would say I'm not a yeller. Like that's not like how we function as a family.
But I think it's fair to let people know, like sometimes we do yell or we get frustrated or whatever.
Yeah.
Because you could feel like you just watch the videos and it seems like class is always perfect or the lessons are great and we're releasing butterflies all the time in the wilderness.
I mean, I'm usually not yelling during lessons.
Sometimes it's like, all right, everyone stop. What are you doing?
I mean, if it gets, okay, so
listen up.
I will say like when things get to a fever pitch around here, like
Yeah,
Jules is
sometimes you gotta
crying,
get loud
Sethi
just
might
to
be
get everybody's
crying,
attention.
Jackson's fingerboarding. Gia is like, I don't know,
Saying
twirling
your
and
name a billion
singing.
times.
Like everyone in the house is literally making noise. It does get to the
Sethy's
point where I'm like, all right,
hitting pans together.
okay, all right, like we need to
Yeah.
stop. So yeah, or if Sethy's about to do something like really dangerous.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah.
Yes.
So that, I guess it's not true that we never yell, but I definitely try not to. All
Fair enough.
right. Here's another assumption.
I don't think you yell much. If anyone ever yells, it's me.
True.
True.
Okay. You've always wanted a big family. I think this one, I don't know who this is for, so we could both answer this. Why don't you answer it first?
True. I grew up in a big family and I had a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. He's one of 5.
My favorite thing, probably above everything, besides when we spend time alone together, is when all the kids just pile up on me on the couch and we're watching TV or we're doing devotions or we're reading.
Mm-hmm.
Some people, it would drive them nuts. I love it.
So for me, it's a no. I
Really?
did not. I mean, you don't remember when we first got together?
No, yeah, I remember, but I don't know why I've always thought that you, deep down, just wanted a big, fun, crazy family.
No. I absolutely love it, and I'm so glad I have it, and God knew, like, what I needed or wanted more than I did.
See, I learned something new during the questions.
Babe, you knew that I didn't want any more kids.
I don't know why I always thought of you as wanting a big family. I know you, like, every time we had a baby, it was like, oh my gosh, this is going to be a lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
But
even
mean
before we had the
family.
babies, remember I basically told you, like, I'm really sorry, like, I don't want any more kids.
Yeah, but I guess I just didn't believe you. I don't know why. I just always pictured you having a big family.
Interesting. Okay. No, I did not, but I am so glad that I do have a
Maybe
big
I
family.
just wanted a big family
Yes.
so bad I didn't care what anybody else thought.
Right. So I was in
good wording.
shock when I found out that I was pregnant with Sethy. Seth
I was thrilled.
got down on his knees and thanked God in a down on your knees prayer
In a
position at the
dramatic
couch.
form.
Did you cry?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
He was very happy, and I was like in shock, and I was freaking out. And then I was freaking out again when I found out about Jules.
Yep.
All right. What is his profession? I'll let you answer this one.
I'm a stay-at-home dad.
I knew you were going to say that. So, yes. And Seth doesn't really like to say anything about himself that sounds successful. I don't know.
Yeah, I only like to say negative things about myself.
He's like, I'm the bus driver and the lunch lady.
I am.
He's also an international speaker and doesn't speak as much anymore.
I think it's good for people to see real life, and I think that homeschooling benefits everybody.
Yes.
So, being a stay-at-home dad for a family that's homeschooling is a lot different than just being a stay-at-home dad.
Yeah.
So you're helping develop your kids on like a whole nother level.
Mm-hmm.
So I love it. And I'm really excited that, my kids and my family are going to get to experience, some of those trips and some of the things we're doing.
I think the groceries are getting delivered. Did you see that?
Yeah, crinkle. I was wondering what that was.
Yeah. So yes, Seth is a stay-at-home dad, and thank God for him. And he also still does some speaking.
Mm-hmm.
So he used to do it full-time, and now it's just here and there when it works for the family and when someone from the family can go with him.
Someone always comes with me. So this next trip, Justice will come with me and we'll fly across the country. And
He's excited.
yeah, we'll speak at a youth event.
I'm excited for them, but I did really want to go, if I just be honest. It would have been nice to get some time together, but I think Justice is supposed to go, and I don't want to leave the babies. So, but it'll be fun because we'll have other trips that we'll go to more locally as a family. And then one day when the kids are all adults, we'll get time together.
Is this real?
All right.
The truth is I'm a stay-at-home dad, and I also travel and speak. And then I've also been working on developing a real estate career on the side.
Mm-hmm. He used to be a Harlem Globetrotter. Do you not want me to say that?
I don't care. Yeah.
He did. It was a long time ago before we met.
Yeah, in 2003 and 4, I played with the Globetrotters. And then I stopped playing, and I was diagnosed with hip dysplasia, and I had to have both of my hips replaced. And so I stopped playing basketball, and I started speaking. And so I'm interested in launching more of a career in real estate as the kids get older. Right
Mm-hmm.
now, I'm just kind of laying the foundation for that. It actually works out great for the dynamic of doing homeschooling, traveling and speaking on the side, and also doing real estate on the side.
Mm-hmm.
They're all things that can kind of be juggled,
Right.
right? So,
Mm-hmm. I mean, we definitely make a lot of sacrifices in order to be able to homeschool.
yeah, we sat and talked and prayed together and decided.
Like
that
we went down to one vehicle.
Yeah, the priority is the kids,
Mm-hmm.
and specifically Justice, who's the oldest. His development as a young man needs me to be around.
Mm-hmm.
So we decided that we would rather have less and have more time together. So I spend a lot of my days just being with them, taking care of them, doing things. And then as God provides opportunities for them to do something with me, we try to take it because it benefits them as well.
Yeah. So it's really about, like, you know, we could have more things or nicer things. Like, we've actually had people ask us, like, when are you guys going to move, or when are you guys going to get a bigger house,
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that. And we're like, we're not.
Yeah, not planning.
So.
And we've done creative things. Like some of the landscaping, we've gotten, different, like we got night. Should I not even go there? You're like, don't talk about Craigslist. Can we just don't go there. He's also a Craigslist hunter and tries to get garbage off Craigslist for the house that I got to throw out later.
No, but it is
He's
actually
a professional dumpster diver. He wears a lot of different hats. He can't cook. He can make
That's
hash
not
browns.
true. That's not true. You're actually learning to be a really good cook. And I will say, like, I've been wanting stones in the
Don't even go there. Don't even, try to save that one. Don't even backtrack. Look into the camera, serious. I do need you to know that those stones he found on Craigslist are worth a lot of more money than he could ever make in real estate.
I can't breathe and I'm sweating. All right. Here's an assumption about you.
One of my number one jobs is making you laugh.
Yes. So here's an assumption about you. He is an amazing father. So it says right there, see?
I don't know about that, but I'm trying.
He is. He's the best. They're very lucky. We're very lucky to have him. He's an amazing father. I tell you, you're an amazing father. Right?
Yep.
You're the best.
You're the best.
Thanks. Yeah, he really is. He's above and beyond, I think. So, in every way. I think the kids would agree. There's one more.
I feel like we did pretty good.
Yeah, it's getting long. So we're going to have to figure out how to cut this down.
Mm-hmm.
So the last one is, how did you meet? At one of his speaking engagements. So he was a guest speaker at the church that I was going to at the time.
So we met during a time where we both had been through a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So some people might see us doing so well and not realize that we've both been married before and we've been through a lot.
Yeah.
And we learned a lot. And when we met, you know, we were best friends like immediately,
Yes.
you know?
Yeah,
So-
we were. We still are best friends.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of why we can do what we do is because we've been through so much.
One thing I will say is I feel like as much as we went through, I feel like we can appreciate each other more because of it. Like I always say, like, you know, that I would have, I don't know, it sounds negative. Like I would have maybe taken you for granted if I didn't go through everything I would. What?
No, it just sounded funny. I know what you mean.
So yeah, that's how we met. And we fell in love pretty fast. How long would you say?
I mean, I fell in love the minute I saw you.
You stand by that statement, huh?
Yes.
He stands by that it was love at first sight.
Yep.
Do you think it was love at first sight for me?
I don't know.
I think I wouldn't allow myself to realize it. I think it was. But I think I wouldn't allow myself to like realize it. I think I realized it within 24 hours. But yeah, that was the last question. Is there anything you think we need to add, follow up on? I'm getting hungry, like legit. But go ahead.
No, I think we did a pretty good job with all those questions.
Yeah, I hope so. Anything else you want to say to the people?
Yeah, the one thing I think is cool about Christina choosing the name Stay Rooted.
It's Rooted Homeschool.
I'm like talking about the wrong name. One of the reasons why we stay rooted.
But I do. Why are you doing that? You literally never do that. Why would you do that? Oh my god. What were you gonna say though? Before the kids, you know?
Before the kids started screaming in the background.
Yeah.
Nothing. I thought this was good. It was fun. I was interested to see what people were gonna ask.
Yeah. Gia might be crying. So I think we're
that's Sethy.
we're gonna wrap it up.
What was that motion again?
We're gonna
Got
wrap it up.
A lot of hand motions over here.
Yeah. Italian.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. Hopefully that answers your questions / assumptions about us. If you have any that we did not cover in this video, feel free to put them down in the comments below. If you're new here, introduce yourself in the comments. Seth is not usually here with me in the videos. He makes like random appearances. I think the playroom remodel was like your only like full
Actual talking scene.
yeah ever. That one, you should go back and watch that if you haven't seen it, if you're into like remodels. But anyway, if you're not subscribed, definitely subscribe to our channel. Homeschool stuff, big family life, DIY-ish every once in a while, cooking, all of the things. Click the notifications bell. Next week is all about curriculum, so if you're interested in, at least they're laughing.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing going on.
Yeah, it's like always like a fine line though. So if you're interested in any of that, definitely follow along next week.
And
if you're
until
not,
then,
no.
oh, sorry.
If you're not following us on Instagram, you can do that at rooted_homeschool. Babe.
I was trying to.
No, at rooted_homeschool. I hope to see you in my next video. And until next time.
I was going to try to say it when you said it.
No, you just say it.
I thought it'd be cool and cheesy if we say it together.
Okay.
Stay.
Until next time, stay rooted.